talking about Jesus. It was being written. In the Acts of the Apostles, they were going out everywhere. They were proclaiming the good news, speaking of what God did for them, the testimonies, healing people, praying for people, you name it. But they didn't have the New Testament to go with it. They had the Old Testament. Jesus said he didn't come to abolish the law, but fulfill them. So, here's what we got. We got a world that we feel needs to hear about Christ. But there are so many people who go out there and just cast blame at people constantly. And just say, you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. And then we got those Christians who are struggling because they're too scared to talk about their problems, to come up from them. And then once they slip or fall, somebody sits there and casts judgment on them without even saying, hey, I wouldn't even go near that ledge. They let them walk to it. And that's what I'm saying. We got to be more interactive, more Christ-like, more hope-filled in who we're dealing with, who we're talking to. And a lot of you, you're scared to talk about your faith. I understand. It can be very tricky. If you don't feel like you have that strong testimony, or you don't feel like you have done enough, or you're not enough, or it's the whole thing. And that's the trick inside your mind, saying that you're not. I felt that way for a long time, that I wasn't good enough to go out and talk about Jesus because of how good he is. But it's the right opposite. It's the fact that I wasn't good enough, that he can shine through me